Good afternoon, Deeks is back. All About Truvis number 71. It's been a while. It's not that I've not been getting Truvis in, I've just not had the time to join with you all to share my collection. But I couldn't resist today because I have a really exciting box for you. This box was kindly put together mainly with John and Dustin. They really helped me because instead of sending two parcels across the Atlantic, they combined, so they distributed them in America and then sent them over, and it made my life a lot easier and cheaper, and I think it made everyone else's a lot easier and cheaper as well. So that is one of the benefits of the community. We look after each other, and what we do is we can help each other when we need to do shipping. Let's just say shipping, shall we? I've obviously not got my brain in gear, so I may not talk a lot of sense today. But anyway, I'm going to open this up now. I have a vague memory of what I'm expecting today. I've got Phil's dictionary database open in front of me as well, so we can identify them as we go along. What I won't do is I won't spend all the time just looking on the spreadsheet, but if there's one or two that I don't know, I will have a look. Anyway, how have you all been? It's been a while. I've got the ones that I'm sharing with you now, but I've also got about another 16 or 18 down there that I need to share with you as well, so expect more soon. Oh wow, we've started with the big one. We've gone big early, and what we've got here is we have a solid pent, and it is the maroon and green. I've seen a couple of these. I've got one at the moment which is really roached, but Dustin was able to source me a brand new one. This is a delight. I love this ball. It's very simple, and solid pens are something that I do love collecting, so this one will be a very important addition. Next one I saw through the gap, and it is this one. Now I believe this is the Ogio ball. Ogio. I think they're a subsidiary of Callaway. I think they do things like luggage and bags. They do golf bags because Peter Finch uses one. Nice brand. They may do shoes. Do they do shoes? I'm not sure, but I had to have this as soon as I saw it because it's linked to Callaway. Nice looking ball. Third one is straightforward. It is the Hilton ball in light blue. Again, it's another one that I saw and I'm like, I have to have that in my collection. Recognisable brands, very straightforward Truvis, but I like this because they've stuck it in a pen. They could have easily just done the Hilton in black and it wouldn't have been as nice as this one. Moving on. The next one is this one, which is the simulator ball, which is simply a Truvis, but instead of pence it's circles, and I believe they use it for tracking when they're using a simulator. It's certainly not as worth as much as I've seen some people paying. I've seen people paying stupid money for this one. It's a ball. I've seen a lot available, so if you do want one, be patient because I didn't pay over the odds. I think it was $15 or something. But yeah, I've seen 3 digits sold on this one, and I just think for a golf ball of this type, it just is crazy. Next one is this Sandpiper, and I really like this one. You know I love my nature, and gold and black is a colour that you don't usually see with nature balls. In fact, I'm thinking of gold and black ones. King Kamehameha, but there's probably more. My brain isn't working today, but the Sandpiper one is probably my favourite of the black and golds. Next one, I don't know which one this is. I'm not going to look. The reason why I'm not going to look up this one is because it's got a player number 1. Now, the way I like to use Phil's directory best is if they've got a player number like 1986, because that really thins down the field. Now I could use light green or lime green and that would break it down to about 30, 40, 50, but you don't want to watch me scrolling for a spreadsheet, and this one I'm not going to find very quickly, but it is a nice one, just some kind of seabird flying over a tuft of grass. Maybe a links course, Western USA, I'm guessing. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Next. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Okay, I really like this ball. This one is another one from Dustin, and no idea what it is. It is just a kind of hand-drawn swirl and a kind of like a eyelash effect. Now, this has got player number 22. There are not going to be many Truvis out there with the number 22. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look up this one, because all you need to do is go on to player number and I select all of them off, and then I just put 22 on the selection, and then we get a host. Oh god, there's quite a lot actually. I suspected this one would actually be in the unknown section, but it's not. So I'm scrolling from the bottom up, and it's not on there. So this one is a one that we haven't previously seen before. So if you know where it's from, please let us know in the comments. Phil will be eternally grateful. Nice one, that one. I'll hold it up because it's a very different kind of design. Next one, I believe, is Crown Colony. It might not be, because it's a slightly different crown. I might need to look up this one. But for those that know, I recently spent $50 on 4 balls from a guy, and he pocketed the money and ghosted me. And one of them was the Crown Colony, which was the blue and the red one. I don't think this is Crown Colony, but it's got crowns and it's similar, so it kind of takes the edge off the pain of wasting $50. Like that one. Next one, I don't have a Scooby, but it is a stunner. Why is it a stunner? Because it's really nothing. It's just a triangle with blue and white on, but it just looks really bold, really clear. I'm not going to, again, for the same reason, play number 1. I don't fancy finding it in front of you guys, but it is a lovely ball. So, what else have we got? We have got a red deer with a kind of sun, maybe a moon, kind of silhouette in the back. But again, it's just a really straightforward ball that is nice to look at. Right, this one I adore. Why do I adore this one? This is Interform, I believe, if I remember correctly. Now, I have never seen a ball like this in solid blue only, so that tells me one of two things. First one is they're redoing them for 2023, and we're going to start falling over these any minute soon. Or this was the one that was released before the red and blue one, which makes this one very intriguing. I'm not bigging this up. This is a top 50 ball for me. I think it's stunning. Right, that's 12, and I have got many more to share with you. Stay on the channel. I have actually got myself a root beer, which in the UK you don't find very often, but they have it in Aldi. It's not your mug or your Bargs, but it's still pretty good. This one is a Chubb ball. Now, obviously, you guys know there are different varieties of Chubb. I'm guessing this is just the 2023 version, which is just solid purple. Obviously, we've seen the yellow and the purple, the dark blue and light blue, and the others. You know what they are, but I've not got the solid purple, so I'm pleased to have that one. This one I love. It kind of looks like one of the fighters in Star Wars, but it's blatantly not. It's blatantly some kind of CC logo, but it's just a knockout ball. In fact, 1921. Let's see if we can locate that while I'm in front of you. So yeah, again, just using player number, just go to 1921, and it will pick all of the player balls with 1921 as the logo. And then I simply scroll through to see if I can see it. I can't imagine. Kirtland is the ball from Ohio, which is quite strange because they've got, this is the second version apparently, and the first version is absolutely nothing like this one. So whether they've chosen this because it's an easier picture. Looking at the directory, the old logo was very difficult to make out, so I think they've done the right thing by going this one. Oh, this one is a lovely ball. I've seen this a couple of times when people like put like 770 or 100 up for sale, and they're like not selling separately, and I'm like, oh, that's one of the balls that I really want, but they just don't want to sell one out of a large group. So I'm glad that I finally found this one. It is a really nice one. This green and gold really works. St. Enodoc, one of the UK balls, is the same, and it just really shines out. But I love this ball. It's kind of like an R in a love heart, but it's just everything you want. Love it. The next ball is one, is it a Grant? I think this is one that was always on your list, and it's the De Beers one. Now, not really come onto my radar, but when you mentioned it, I was like, oh god, I quite like that ball. It's really straightforward. It's just orange and blue, but it's just a really nice one to have. Orange and blue, not a colour combination we see too often, and it works. It really does. I like that. Next one is a basketball with a letter K. Now, I have said on this channel previously that my American sporting knowledge is not great. I know a little bit about the NBA. I used to follow the NBA in my teens. This isn't an NBA team. It has to be a college team, and therefore out of my league. K, and it's got the play number 8 on it. Next one is a ball that I've actually got 2 of. For some reason, I don't know why, but I've got another one coming if it's not already arrived. I think it might have already arrived. It's this green kind of bird. Now, my bird knowledge is actually quite ridiculously good. When I was a kid, and this is really sad, I used to do a little bit of bird watching, and it looks like a goldfinch to me, but it might not be. Again, we've got a player number, so we might as well go 1916. 1916. Hopefully, there won't be too many. See, this is what I don't like doing. I don't like keeping everyone on the line while I look at a screen that you can't see. Bobolink, Illinois. Cracking ball, love it. Okay, that's that box. I've got one more box in here, and then there's some separately wrapped up. They may be for someone else. Interesting. This one is the Bel Air Country Club. Yes, Bel Air Country Club. I really liked this one when I saw it. I thought it was, when I first looked at it, I thought that looks like a UK ball, but it's not. Bel Air Country Club. Really like one. Next one is one that I've been trying to get for years. It's the Hawaii Prince. Someone on Instagram shared one a while ago, and I'm like, please, can I have it? And they asked where I was from. And I was like, oh God, they're going to be from the USA and they're not going to send it. So I said, sorry, I'm in the UK, but I might be able to get it sent to a USA address. And they never got back to me, and then I looked into them and they were from Spain, so I was never going to get that one. But it's one ball that has eluded me for quite some time, the Hawaii Prince. Next one is Golf Headquarters, quite vague. Very straightforward ball, just green and black with their logo. Now there are another 6 balls in here. Now, I think some of them are mine and some of them are for other people. So I'm going to open them off camera and then share them with you if they are for you. They are for me. I definitely know there's one for Matty P in here because he gave me the money for it. Okay, they're definitely all mine. And yeah, I think they're all mine as well. Yeah, they definitely are. So, Matty P, I've got your paws. It's on its way to you. Probably tomorrow. I just need to get an envelope. Okay, now we've got this one here, which is the olive in the martini glass. Now, the last one had a play number 8, if I remember. This has got the number 11. I don't think this one was identified previously either. I mean, for those that are good at looking up where they're from, you just don't have anything to play with. Martini Golf maybe, but good luck to you. Good luck to you. Next one is North Bay Golf and Country Club. Now, everyone that knows me well knows that this colour combination drives me wild. For some reason, I just love this colour combination. Colorado is the one that sticks out the most, but then you've also got the Royal Ashdown Forest in the UK. For some reason, the dark green and the dark red just work perfectly together. I couldn't recommend that colour combination anymore. Next one is another UK ball, so it's gone from the, it's come back to the UK. It's West Surrey, but it's the second version, so it's the solid pin. The last version, I'm not going to look it up, was just the logo in gold on a white background, and you could not make head nor tail of it. It just did not pop. This one is a little bit clearer, but they've put the font West Surrey on, and you can't see it. You just can't see it. I think, for me, they would have been fine with the logo, made the logo a bit bigger, made it pop, get rid of West Surrey, because I've got pretty good eyesight and I can barely read that. West Surrey. Next one is a kind of Eagle in Flight, 1996. This is well worth a look up while you're here, so I'm going to do that. This is a really nice one. Gold, like the West Surrey, sometimes they get lost in the mix. This one doesn't. This one's nice and clear. I actually think the light that I bought a new light to kind of shine onto All About Truvis. I actually think that's doing a disservice here because it's kind of shining, not looking clear. We've got it. Gleneagles Links in Alberta. Gleneagles, obviously traditionally in Scotland. I was considering doing an All About Truvis special in Gleneagles this year. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a bad idea, but I think it was Don. It was either Don or... I think it was Don, and they said you need to do more videos of a different variety, and I came up with the idea of trying to get round 18 holes at Gleneagles with only a box of 3 Gleneagles Truvis. Now, this is challenging for 2 reasons. The first reason is not losing 3 balls. I played last week. I think I lost 3 or 4, but the rough was penal because they were having a national championship there, which is uncommon in York. But it was, yeah, the under 16s boys and girls. So the rough was mega. So yeah, I did lose. I think I lost 3 or 4 that day. But keeping 3 ball, if I could make it round in 3 balls, I think that would be a success. But the second thing is playing with Truvis gets in my head because I see value in them. Whenever I'm stood over the ball, I tend to just rush and I get panicky. I don't want to lose it, and then the shot's bad and then I lose it anyway. So I was thinking an All About Truvis special at Gleneagles would be a really good. I go into the pro shop, book my round, pick up 3 balls, and I've only got the 3 balls. So if I only get round 11 holes, that's so be it. I think it might make for interesting watching. Whether I can afford to play Gleneagles, I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments, do you think my Gleneagles special All About Truvis would be something worth watching? Anyway, this is Gleneagles in Alberta. And the last one is one that I truly love. And it's this ball here. And it's literally just kind of like a square grid. I don't think it's going to be a golf course. I think it's going to be some kind of corporate logo, but it's really, really nice. And it's so simple. Look, it's really just a square, but it's really, really nice to look at. I love that ball so much. I've saved one ball to last for 2 reasons. The first one is I don't think I was expecting this. I know I mentioned to both John and Dustin that I wanted it, but I don't think I was expecting it because I've recently got another version from Jordan. So I now have 2 of these as well. But John, Dustin, if this wasn't in the ones that I was expecting and you sent this as an additional one, thank you so much. I love this ball. So simple, wonky donkey. It's just a really fun ball. And as I said, I wasn't expecting this one in this batch. My memory's not too great. But if you sent this as an additional one, thank you so much. But thank you to the two of you anyway. You've done an amazing job kind of collaborating the two deliveries and sending them over. It just makes everything a lot easier, and also hopefully introduces a few people that have not spoken before. Anyway, that is what we've got for today, all about Truvis 71. As I said, I've got about 18 under here ready to go. There's not many on the horizon. I know that, I think, Dan, you've got a few for me, and I know that you're keen to send them because you've got other balls going in the other direction, and that will happen, I promise. And I know, Siegfried, I know you've got a few for me, which I'm very excited about. But apart from that, I don't have too many to look forward to on the horizon. I'm trying to dim it down a bit. I'm trying to go back to my £50 a month maximum because I only get £110 to spend a month from what I make. And if I spend all of it on Truvis, I don't have a life. I don't play golf. So I'm trying to reduce it down to 50. So if you have some balls and you want to sell them to me, don't be afraid to say, Deeks, do you have 50 quid? And if you don't, hold me against it because I need to do better. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure. I don't know why I leave it for so long. I really, really enjoy spending time with you guys, and we're on 21 minutes now. The chances of any of you still being here are quite minimal, but I love spending time with you, and let me know in the comments anything that you've enjoyed or any Truvis that you've got a hold of recently. Anyway, take care everyone. I'll see you for All About Truvis 72 soon.